Hello, I am Thomas, and I'm the Legatus Legionis, the leader of the Legion of the Prayer Warriors of the Humble Holy Laity. We have Lent coming up, and I have a suggestion which I think is very apropos. Why don't we get a bunch of people to give up porn for Lent? Now, I myself have struggled with porn over the years, and I am glad to say that you can have freedom from this. It may be a long road, but a good start is to get started. And if we can get enough people on board rejecting porn this holy season of Lent, then that would be a good thing because we would be removing some of the evil from the world. Do we really need to say dangers of all of this? It is my experience that this sin does separate us from God. It affects the mind. It darkens the mind. There have been much research about this particular issue, different kinds of brain scans and this and that, and they have found that regions of the brain that are affected by porn will become dark. And so there's kind of this effect, and I myself can feel that effect within my brain, okay, as the Lord is trying to purify and remove all the years that I wasted doing that. There's a difference between lust and natural sexual relations, and there's a difference between sex that is part of a marriage that unites a couple and makes a family, as opposed to sex outside of marriage. And these ideas, these so-called modern ideas, well, they're really not modern, they're pagan. All right, the whole sexual revolution, do what you want, etc., etc. And then we have another issue happening within the church, which is priests are kind of afraid to deal with sexual issues in a more straightforward manner. All right. And the thing is that whatever is disordered inside of you will turn up in your sexual drive. Okay, so then we have all these perversions that happen. Our road back to health, our road back to chastity and charity is a long road, but we need to start it off with a single step. As they say, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So let's make this Lent a beginning point of turning away from porn. And if you're unable to avoid porn the whole 40 days of Lent, don't start beating yourself up. Just go to confession and then try again. Okay, that's one of the things you're going to have to learn about these kinds of problems is that you're going to be, in the revolving door confessional. At times it may even be like, you feel like going to confession every day because you have no control over it. But you will find out, because I found out over time that I did get stronger. I did begin to learn to stop doing it. I did begin to learn what it feels like to have a clean mind. Can a person have a clean mind? At one time, I didn't think so. But I hardly ever think about these things very much anymore. My mind just doesn't go there. I have learned over time, I've learned to focus differently, to keep my focus upon the Lord and all of those things. And also, if you want to do something about your prayer life, you can join this channel, Legatus Legionis. Every day in the morning, we pray the morning prayers and we spend a little bit of time in meditation and contemplative prayer. And in the evening, we do even more so. So in the morning, we do the divine office. The divine office is the everyday prayer of the church, and I'm doing it so that the laity can learn how to pray the divine office. The divine office is a wonderful way to stay in touch with the church every day and with the prayer of the church every day. In the middle of the day time, we pray the Rosary of Protection. We started doing this because people were having problems within the group, the devil was doing things. And so we started the Rosary of Protection to protect the group and also protect anyone who wanted to join us at that time. That is at 1 p.m. Central Time, and 7 p.m. Central for the evening prayers. Please try to join us every day. Let's do something about this great evil that has seized an entire world. We never used to have access. I don't, if you're young, you think that it was not like that. Okay, it was very hard to get access to such material in the past, and the internet has made it so available. And there's so many perversions being heralded as sexual liberation, and there's so many sick people, and it is affecting marriages. It is destroying people. A man can get so caught up in this that it messes up their life, like any other form of addiction, alcohol, drugs, whatever. So let's do some fasting from porn. Let's set it aside. Let's go to confession. Let's ask for forgiveness. Let's start out on a road to greater purity. This is the Legatus Legionis of the Humble Holy Laity. I am praying for you, and say a prayer for me, and I will talk to you later.